Hey, what's up guys? I'm here with Josh, and Josh, I actually met him a couple weeks ago in Vallejo. He was trying to help Issei out. He recognized him from TikTok. He was trying to get Issei's car running again. And we actually became pretty cool friends.
Most definitely.
And we just wanted to talk about Issei because I'm starting to get a lot more questions about like what's going on, what's going to happen from here, and we just kind of want to elaborate on that. And I just want to talk about what I think is going to happen. I honestly, I'll tell you straight up right now, I don't know for sure what is going to happen. I don't know if Issei is going to be okay, if he's going to get better. So I'm just going to give my opinion on what is going to happen from here, based off of my experiences with mental health. My grandmother actually suffered from dementia, and it's really unfortunate. Mental health is a real thing. It's all around us, and the sad thing is there's really no cure for mental health. There isn't like a magical pill that you take and you're just all better again. It's not like a headache where it just it just goes away, or a fever. It kind of fades. As a matter of fact, in mental health, it gets worse and worse over time. So really, medication just kind of takes the symptoms away, kind of lessens the effects, but there's nothing to make it completely go away. So Issei was stuck in Vallejo, and Josh, maybe you want to talk a little bit about what happened there?
Found him sitting in Vallejo. Vallejo wasn't a good place. His car was broken down, unfortunately. We tried looking at it to see what was wrong with it. It looked like it was a blown fuse at one point, but then his car started backfiring with bad spark plugs. And at that point, it was more to put into the car than the car was worth at that point trying to make it run, which was unfortunate because it was known as the cheese car, and it was famous for being the cheese car.
Like you said, we had to put more money into that car than it was worth to try to fix it. But I have to give major props to Josh for actually trying to help us out, despite him knowing that this probably wasn't going to work out. So we'll play the video for you. We'll show you what happened. But Josh and I were literally out there all day trying to get that car to work, and it just was not gonna happen. What's up guys? I'm here with Issei, and today we're going to Vallejo to check out his car, move it across the street, make sure it doesn't get towed, and kind of just figure out what we can do as far as getting the car either over here or fixed, repaired or something. But yeah, so we're on our way right now. It's going to be about a 40-minute drive. Should be fun.
Sounds all right.
All right, man.
What's the prognosis?
Maybe you can just...
Well, first it'd probably be either a starter fuse to check on that, and then we'd have to check everything else. Like this might be creating a vacuum leak, just in case. So you don't know if this, you might want to plug this in, man.
And then there's a possible mixture in the gas tank, right?
There is a possible mixture in the gas tank of foreign substance.
What was your mixture, bro? You said you put wine, water, and food.
Okay. What's the mixture? Okay. So
Okay, so solution number one, we're gonna try to find a starter. So we're gonna look for maybe an auto shop around here.
there's an AutoZone down the street. So
Okay, yeah. So let's go look for a starter then.
Oh, thanks, man. We're gonna head out to AutoZone, and when we get there, we're gonna solve some of the fuel and fuse, that was robbed.
Okay, so we couldn't find the fuse anywhere. We probably could have found it somewhere, but Issei wanted to give up the hunt. Now he wants to try to jump start the car.
Method, I've never seen it done before. The jump should work if it was battery related, but if the engine is dead, she's dead.
Issei, I know you don't want to hear this, man, but I think Cheese Car's done for, man.
Oh man, come on.
That doesn't sound normal at all.
What happened?
So he shortcut the air intake. Is that the oil?
That is the radiator.
Oh, that's the radiator.
The only thing that goes in the radiator is coolant and or water, and never gasoline, because it's meant to cool down your engine. It's going to be going through the heater core, the AC core.
All right, Issei? So that marks pretty much the end of the Cheese Car. Really sad to see it go that way. We kind of just left it there in Vallejo, and I actually got a message from someone who saw it at a junkyard, but they didn't know which one. They were just driving by, and so I wasn't able to go check it out. But we can assume that Cheese Car is toast. It's gone, man.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
End of an era.
Yes, the end of an era. I was honestly really sad that he put food and wine into his gas tank, but at the same time I was kind of happy, and I told that to Josh. I said, yeah. I told him I was pretty glad, because whenever Issei feels like he's in a corner or like there's nowhere else to go, he starts to be a little bit more open to ideas, and I knew that that was an opportunity for us to get Issei home. And I was able to talk to his mother, and his mother was making arrangements, but we just had to buy some time. And that's all this experience ever was. It was just buying time until we could figure out what to do with Issei. So there's people who are, asking me like, why go along with all these things? Why would you start a YouTube channel? Oh, let's go this way. Why would you why would you start a GoFundMe? Why would you do all these things? It's the thing is that Issei's was very conditional. So it was either you help him accomplish the goals that he wanted, or he would walk away and go away forever. So it was always like I had to play along. I had to keep it going, and all along I was just trying to figure out what to do with Issei and try to get him home, or try to get him mental help or medical help. And that's actually something we'll talk about next, is his medical help. I did notice when he got home that they ran some scans on him. They did some things. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
There's a Somali dude who I can't pronounce his name, and I don't even remember his name. It's really hard for me to pronounce Somali names, so forgive me, but I'll just call him the dude. The dude was helping Issei's mother through the transitional process, and Issei was getting increasingly agitated, and it came to a point where he actually, I guess, attacked his mother with a taser. and also was threatening to attack the a hotel
Manager.
I don't know, I guess a hotel employee. Yeah, exactly. So what happened was they had to call the cops, and they told them it was a mental health case, and so they handled it really well. Everything went fine. Nobody was hurt. Issei's mother actually was just, it said it just tickled, because it wasn't even a legit taser. I guess it was, from what I understand, that's what I heard, that it didn't even hurt at all. It was just like just felt a little bit of heat, and that was it. So she's okay, everything's fine, and we already knew this was going to happen. We had even talked about this too. We knew Issei was just going to do something that was going to push him over the edge and get him in trouble, get himself in trouble, and then end up in a mental health hospital. So,
which can all be blessings in disguise.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So we're not surprised by this, but some people might be surprised. Some people might be a little bit shocked. But I mean, honestly, that was one of the only ways we could actually get Issei the help that he needed. So luckily his mother was there. They were able to get him medical help and mental health. They did a scan on him, and it from the tone, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I don't know what the results were from that scan. I have no idea. I can only speculate. But they didn't tell us that they didn't find anything. So based off of just that, I can only assume that they probably did find something. What he said on his TikTok, the man, he posted this, he's posting updates on his TikTok. He basically said that they did a scan on him, and that he couldn't really share the results. And that's understandable completely, but I just kind of assumed that maybe he was okay. But I was noticing also that on Issei's recent TikToks, his nose is pretty swollen. And these are all just assumptions. I'm assuming that he's going through treatment and that they did find something. Because Issei he doesn't look like himself. He definitely looks like he's going through something. I don't know if you know, his whole complexion is different. So now, why am I telling you this? Because there's other people. I know there's like a lot of little kids on TikTok and a lot of like trolls and stuff. But then, you know, someone posts a comment and then everyone kind of just believes it. Like, would it have been better to leave Issei there? Would it have been better to just not do anything? Because there's actually, believe it or not, I know there's way more people that believe that that's not acceptable. But there's quite a few people that actually still believe that I should have left Issei, that I shouldn't have intervened. And to me, that's totally not right. Like, that's not okay. I don't believe that personally. But I just want to address it. What's my stance on that? So there's two options. Sorry, we're getting kind of tired here now. Whew, just went up a hill. All right, so there's two ways this could have gone. One, we leave Issei alone. We could have just left him in Vallejo.
Which would not be a very good idea, because I'm not sure if you guys know about Vallejo or seen Vallejo on the news recently. It's not the greatest place. They've had a lot of killings recently, and a lot of like bad violence in Vallejo, which is not a good environment for anybody to be around, let alone Issei with his mental health.
So Vallejo's really dangerous, right? That's one thing. Secondly, you're in the Bay Area. And for those who don't know the Bay Area, there's a lot of homeless people here. Nobody paid attention to Issei. Nobody cared about Issei. The only reason people would actually even just stop was just to look at his car. They would just stop and take a picture and then walk away. Nobody recognizes Issei. He's just another crazy homeless man here.
Good to see you, man. How you been, man? Since high school, man, it's been forever. All right, so.
Been a long time.
I feel like high school is the past. What do you think?
It's been like 7 years, yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
I know,
honestly,
yeah,
it was
good.
like the most epic time of my life.
High school?
Honest to God, because like,
Yeah.
so
Same with you, man. You were a freaking stud at running and stuff.
it was just fun for me, man. It was just solitary.
He's just another guy. Like he blends in. There's nothing special about him. He would have just vanished. He would have just gone and become another homeless man, and who knows what could have happened. He could have just been killed. He could have somehow gotten hooked onto drugs like all the other homeless people here. And then lastly, there's the issue with the cancer. We had no idea if the cancer had come back. There was no way of knowing without getting him medical help. So from what I understand, I think it could have come back. We could have left him there, and then, I don't know, a police officer could have come into the car and then just found him deceased. So if you ask me, I think the best option would have been to get him home to Ohio. And I feel so sorry for his mother, because she's actually been having a really hard time with him. It's been really, really, really hard on her. I heard that she had spent, the dude actually said on his TikTok that she had spent thousands of dollars on hotels for him. She would pay for the whole week.
Oh, wow.
And then he didn't like it, so then he would leave like the next day, and she had already paid the whole week. Then he would go to another hotel, and it was causing her a lot of financial distress. It makes it even harder when people kind of just have their own input, and they just start trying to say like how to deal with these things, and it's not easy for her. She was really grateful, honestly, to me. She actually told me, I'm gonna remember you for the rest of my life, and I want to thank you so much for everything you've done. So this was all her idea, guys. This was not my idea. I didn't want to take Issei over there and just kind of just dump him there and just leave him there. She wanted him to come home. She wanted him home. And I know that she's not going to talk about these things. She's not going to like say, oh, Issei's causing me so much trouble, so much pain. No, that's her son, and she loves him so much. But I just want to tell you guys how much she loves him. She really loves him. She puts so much time, so much effort into trying to help Issei, and I have to give her props for that. So I mean, that's it, guys. That concludes this video, and I hope that this kind of clears up a lot of the questions that you might have. At this point, I'm not really involved with their family, because they really just want a privacy, and I want to respect that. So I haven't really been in the mix, and they haven't really talked to me, and we kind of just went our own ways. So I just wanted to make one last video to talk about Issei and just kind of share my thoughts and hopefully kind of educate you guys on mental health. Mental health is tricky. It's really tricky.
It really is.
There's no definitive answer. I can't give you the answers that you're looking for, because not even the most educated mental health expert could tell you what could happen from here. So all we can do is just pray for Issei and just hope for the best. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys around.
Know that not a lot of people would actually give back, right? Or give, like, care about their community. I want to be a leader, and I think you are a great aspect of leadership. Like, you're someone who has the potential and opportunities to go further than than me. You know, I'm stuck on the side of the road. You know, I think you have the world ahead of you, man. And I think this is a generosity that I honestly, would pray for. So thank you.